Although a man has to have the ability to provide.
Yeah.
But security is the number one thing. Because, I mean, like, if something pop off, and, like, I got to call my mama because you can't boss up, then it's a problem.
Right.
Damn.
Right. That's an interesting perspective because a lot of women, it seems like, and I'm pretty sure some people can relate, but it's like we on a time clock or something, especially when you get into a relationship. You know, coming from a male perspective, it's like we on a time clock. This woman want this at this time. Like, you know, she can't be past this age. You know, she has to. It feels like that from a male's perspective, but that's a very interesting perspective that you have on that.
But a lot of women do live on the timeline.
Yeah. Time is critical for women. I can
understand, you know, with the reproduction part. I mean, because the way science is set up, I mean, yeah, you might want to have kids by a certain age. Again, scientifically, but logically, no. I'm 40. Yeah. I can care less.
Yeah. That's respect. Okay, so moving forward, with that said, what are some general standards that you have for yourself? You kind of expressed some already, you know, taking care of your own self, like hair, nails, your bills paid, all that, you know, that's great. But just you as an individual, what are some basic general standards that you have for yourself?
So I do not, by no means, tolerate disrespect. Because you might get cussed out. It's 100% chance you will get cussed out. And that's like the most thing. Like that's the biggest thing for me is the respect factor. Because you're not about to run up. You're not about to disrespect me. You're not about to cross me by no means necessary.
That's respect. Yeah. That seemed like that would apply to everybody. You know, respect. Rule. Yeah.
The golden rule. Yeah. And I think setting boundaries.
Early.
Very important. I was talking to somebody about that recently. You could probably see that in some of our videos on Mirror Image Media, but that's for another day. That's very important, though.
Boundaries.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. That's respect.
So, have you ever been on a blind date?
It
sounds like you have.
Sounds like it. I don't know.
Yes, raise your hand if you want to hear this story.
Yes, we want to hear that. We want to hear that.
Went on a blind date. Okay. One of my homeboys I met back when I was in high school. So this was 20 years ago, right? He hits me up one day and he was just like, look, I want you to meet my homeboy. Like, he your type, you know, he lived downtown.
Talk about he your type.
Right. Because he had money, right?
Oh, so, that's everybody's type.
There you go.
And I was just like, okay. So we pull up or whatever, right? And I tell my homeboy, I was just like, look, you go, like, I'm not, you about to, yeah, you going with me. All right? So we about, I don't know, you need to find you a chick or something. But I ain't do it because if boy crazy or I don't like him, we out, right? He was like, all right, cool, right? So we all said he called up one of his girls. So we chilling. So I swear on everything, like, dude that he introduced me to literally talked the entire time, right? Homeboy pulls his phone out. He's showing me pictures of his cars, his boat, telling me, like, he put his daughter through college and blah, blah, blah. Shit, I want a master's degree then. Since you got all of this money. So then eventually, the conversation shifts to me. So now he want to know what I do. I'm a social worker. Oh my God. Never. I will never tell, like.
Yeah, you got his motor running for real after you said that,
right?
I bet.
So needless to say, after a couple drinks, homeboy started crying. Right? client, and I was just like, should I bill you? Like,
Wow.
I was just like, I don't take insurance. I was just like, this is about to be like $100 an hour. I mean, because typically that's what therapists charge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, so like,
You was gonna have to tax him on the date for all that, basically.
yeah, like it felt like a whole therapy session.
Wow.
Yeah, my man I was just like, never again.
Wow.
He paid for the date, right?
I mean, yeah, he paid for everything, but
Okay.
I mean, but he was crying in the process because, you know, he was in his feelings, reflecting back to his childhood. Yeah. And I was just like,
wow.
This is date number 1. Like,
it's
too much too soon.
Yeah, that's a lot off the first date. So would you consider that, I mean, it kind of goes without saying that might have been like a bad date.
That was a bad date.
Was that your worst dating experience, or did you have something that would top that as far as?
No, I think that like what can top like a dude just crying, like telling you about your childhood and your mama.
Yeah.
Dog. I mean, you know, we can continue to see each other, but I'm gonna charge you. Right.
At that point,
I'm gonna
he
charge
pouring his
you.
heart out. Yeah, that's wow. Very interesting.
So, as an individual, do you experience any type of adversity from the opposite sex in the room of dating? So, do men try, are they like intimidated by you, or like what? Have you experienced that?
Sometimes, not all the time. I never meet the in-between normal type of guy. It's always either the fuckboy or the narcissist.
Damn.
Like, it's either, like, to the extreme. Damn. Like, you a real opportunist type of fuckboy, or you a narcissist. And that's what I'm attracted to, but... Well, that's what attracted to me, I should say. I'm not attracted to them. Narcissists I am attracted to. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It's something about it because I like men in power, right?
It's the confidence.
It's the confidence and the power thing, right? Like that's what I'm attracted to.
Naturally, I think we all are. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I be like, oh, you a clinical narcissist. Okay, I just read about you. Okay, sir, you highlighted all through the DSM. Okay.
Wow.
But like as far as like intimidation. Sometime, like, if I meet someone new or whatever, and they go through my social media, it's just like, you out here like this.
So, do you take that personal?
No, because it's just like, you know, from a political perspective, because I am, you know, I'm not a politician. You know, but I did run, so I am in the whole political world. So, yes, if you go on my social media, you know, you will see me with, you know, Anthony Adams, you know, or Coleman Young, or, you know, whatever, Sam Riddle, you know, but they're human beings just like I am. They just so happen to win. You know, like, that's the only difference, like, being in the room or... You know, being somewhere where the governor is. She just so happened to win. I mean, it's just... She won. I didn't win, right? I didn't win the seat. She won. That's the only difference. And, you know, and that's how I look at it. But, you know, when you have certain people, it's almost as if, like... You're stuck up, you're bougie, you're high maintenance, you're this, you're that. No, I just decided to go, like... in a different route. I didn't, you know, decide to be a CNA for the rest of my life. Or, you know, do certain, you know, 9-to-5s for the rest of my life. I mean, yes, I do work. I have a 9-to-5, you know, but that's not my entire life. So you will see me out with, I don't know, names or whatever. No names. So, yeah.
Okay.
Big time.
So, with all that being said, you are attracted to confidence, and it seems like people with stature. Do you prefer a mate who is passive or submissive or aggressive? Like, which one?
Oh. I do not like a passive man because I'm too bossy.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have
That's
a balance.
good.
You gotta have that
Yeah.
balance.
You gotta have a
Two people can't be the same.
yeah, but then I go back to the protection piece and the job as a man to be able to have the ability to lead.
Yeah.
If I don't trust your ability to lead, then I'm not gonna fall back, and you're gonna get this bitch because
Exactly.
I don't trust you to lead.
I
You don't allow me to fall back.
Yeah. I respect that too
Yeah.
because that's something that men gotta understand. Like, you can't be super like laid back and allow the woman to just make all the decisions or be at the forefront. That's
Because at that
hard.
point, I don't respect
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Yep.
You
Yep.
can't
It makes
expect me
sense.
to submit
Gotta
if
respect that.
you can't lead. If I see you don't know what you're doing, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to dictate everything because you don't know what you're doing.
You don't
Yeah.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Brothers, take notes.